Now I'd like to import some music, and I'd like to place it. And we've seen in the Quick Start certain options in order to do this. I'd like to show a different possibility, and to do this, I'll go back to my bin window, and I'll create a folder for my music files. So, right-click on the root folder, New Folder, Music. And the music clip that I wish to import is in MP3 format, and I can import this directly as data. We've seen this before in relation to digital photos. So, I'll right-click here in the folder, choose Add File, and now I just have to choose the folder where the file is, and that's here in my Music folder. And then I'll select this clip, RS10+. This is an MP3 file, and I can open it here. First of all, however, I'd like to go through some of the options here. There's an option called Transfer to Project Folder. If I activate this function, then Edius will transfer this file into my project folder. This would make sense if, for example, this project was on an external hard drive, in which case I could take the hard drive and work on the project somewhere else, as all of the correct files were in the project folder. In this case, we don't really need it, as my music is situated in my music folder here on my computer, and it will stay there, so I can simply use it directly from this folder. So I don't need to transfer it into my project folder, and so I'll leave it deactivated. So select the file, open, and it will be imported. One thing I'd like to point out here is that Edius can have difficulty with certain MP3 files, especially files that have a variable bitrate. In this case, it can cause problems. If this is the case, then you should use an external program to translate the MP3 file into a format that Edius is comfortable with. There are many freeware applications allowing you to do this. When that is done, you can import it into Edius without any problems. In my case, we're dealing with an MP3 file with a fixed, constant bitrate, so this can be imported directly, and I can use it directly in my project. So I just need a track to import it into, and the track 1A is free. So I'll position it here. A problem seems to have occurred, and that was because I was in insert mode, so everything has been moved. So I'll undo. Either I go into overwrite mode temporarily, and then I can position it here, or I'll undo again, and I could specify that this track does not respond to the current insert mode. And I do this by deactivating this symbol for track sync. Now I can place the clip without moving the other tracks. So that's another small tip. If I go to the end of my project, I can see that this music track is much too long. I should shorten it to the length of my project, and I could do it like this. But there could be another, nicer method which I'd like to show you now. I'll remove everything, and if I knew that the music had to fit into this section, then I could specify the in and out points from the beginning. So I'll mark the region that I wish to insert the file into and specify the in and out points by pressing I for in, and then I go to the project end and press the O key for out. Now I can call up the music clip by double-clicking it into the preview window. Unfortunately, audio clips are shown as black in the preview window. It would be nice if the waveform was shown, but Edius only shows a black screen. However, it does display the file name, and so we can see here RS10+, and so we know that it is our audio clip. I can also play it from here. I can also specify a specific in and out setting for this clip. In my case, it isn't necessary as I wish to use the start of the clip, and so all I have to do is specify in the source channel mapping which track I will insert the file into, in this case track 1A, and now I can use the overwrite to timeline function to insert the music file.